A young medical student named Emma begins working the night shift at a hospital morgue, taking over from her late father, Martin, who once held the same position decades ago. Years earlier, Martin had faced a string of brutal murders tied to a serial killer known as Vermeer, a former doctor who preyed on young women. Although Vermeer was caught and imprisoned, Emma soon discovers that his presence still haunts the morgue. Strange incidents start to occur. Lights flicker, security monitors distort, and one of the corpses vanishes without explanation. As Emma investigates, she uncovers her father's hidden files and realizes he had never stopped looking into the case, suspecting there were accomplices or unfinished business tied to Vermeer. She connects with her father's old friends, Jens and Lotta, who were involved in the original investigation and are now pulled back into the mystery. Meanwhile, Vermeer is found dead in his cell from an apparent suicide, but signs suggest something more sinister. Emma continues digging and discovers that Vermeer had been corresponding with someone on the outside. The deeper she goes, the more she becomes the target of a new wave of murders that mimic the original killings. Surveillance footage reveals a masked figure moving through the hospital undetected. Emma, along with Jens, traces the clues to a former colleague of Vermeer's, who now works in the same hospital under a new identity. As they try to expose him, he eliminates key witnesses and frames Emma as mentally unstable, turning suspicion onto her. Jens is attacked and hospitalized, leaving Emma to fend for herself. She sets a trap by staging a fake morgue delivery, luring the killer into a confined space. When he takes the bait, a confrontation ensues, revealing that the killer is one of the hospital's respected surgeons who idolized Vermeer and sought to continue his legacy. After a brutal fight, Emma manages to incapacitate him and calls the authorities, who arrest him with enough evidence to connect him to the recent murders. As the night ends, the hospital begins to settle. The killer is in custody, and Emma walks away from the morgue, leaving behind the darkness that consumed her father's past.